Hey guys, it's RodimusPrimal. I am back with another video, and today I've got a Titan class figure to open up and take a look at, and that is the reissue for Titan's Return Fortress Maximus. I know this figure came out right around, what was it, 2018, I believe was when Titan's Return was, or was it 2017? I'm not sure, but I did miss out on him the first time, and they reissued him recently, and I think he's still available. But you can see him, he does transform into his Fortress mode, as well as his Battleship mode. He comes with his head that transforms into Cerebros, and of course the Emissary is supposed to be the head for Cerebros as well. Just so you can get a good look at what the box looks like here on the back. All the different lights and sounds that he has, since this is back when this figure had first released. They still are doing a lot of electronics. You don't really see that much with Titan class figures, but I am looking forward to opening him up and taking a look. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's transform and roll out. Consider supporting the channel on Patreon, becoming a channel member, or purchase some merch. Links are in the description below. Okay, so here is Fortress Maximus, and by his massive size, you can see how tall he stands on my review stand. You know, he's a very, very, very large figure. He is a retool of the Thrilling 30 Metroplex, so he has some of the same, like, play features in places. In fact, the ramps here were designed to work with that Metroplex, and that's why they are where they are. That is also how his shoulder here does this weird, thing. But you can see how much posability he does have. My assistant here is going to come in and mess around with his fingers and have him pointing at you guys for the fun of it. But, since he is based on the US version of the character, he does have something that he doesn't have something that he's missing. That's your sword, right, buddy?
Yeah.
So
we're gonna try to get it in.
Yeah, let's get that in just like so. So we can have Fortress Maximus holding a sword, even if it's just a random sword. There we go.
And to
have him pointing at you guys.
To compare.
No, come here. And now also, go ahead and press that button on his chest, buddy. Just press the button on the chest. So you can hear the sound effects that he has. But that's actually based in the head. So let's move out of the way. And let's show everybody what's inside here.
Yeah. So
what is that, buddy?
It's a thing that you could take off and put it there.
So move back for a second and let everybody see. So you can see this here, right?
Yeah.
And now you can get a Titan Master in there. We're not going to get the Titan Master in there at the moment, because we do want to do some other things. To take note of is his posability, which he does rotate at the waist here.
Yeah.
He can bend at the knee, but unfortunately he doesn't have ankle tilt. So while he does have a little bit of pretty decent posability, the problem without the ankle tilt, it kind of makes it where trying to get him to stand is a little tricky. And it's fine, but it's, and it's still an awesome looking figure. The only thing about this particular version of Fortress Maximus is the colors that they chose on certain places. Like here on the abdomen, it's different from the original toy. And the red around here, which the Takara version did change, but they didn't change any of the posability on the figure. So they didn't give him the ankle tilts that the newer Titans now have. But still, you can pose him how you want and show all the different cool stuff that you can do. If you notice that when you do press on the head here, he does point. And you've got a bunch of different sound effects, which are very, very cool. And he also, has a couple of different phrases that he says that are they're not in the same order, so it's not like you're expecting to hear the same thing. So it's like you're wondering, like, okay, well, how do you get him to say what you need him to say, right? Well, I guess that's just kind of how you have to deal with it. But we are going to, why don't you go get the other figure, and we're going to do a size comparison. So go ahead and get him. And I'm going to keep Fortress Maximus standing. Here he is, with next to the Ark. Let's see if I can see that on screen. Yep, you can see the Ark here on screen, so you can kind of see the Ark is a smaller Titan, and whereas Fortress Maximus was, since it was based on Metroplex, that's why he's much larger. But again, because of the Metroplex thing, is that the legs here are supposed to open up, and that is part of the original toy's play feature, but Fortress Maximus is not designed to do that. It's kind of like an extra fan mode. But just for the size comparison there, here is the Ark. Keep the Ark here. We're going to put the Ark's partner, which is mainframe.
And he kind of has the same thing, but
he probably could hold the sword a little bit better, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, maybe not. I think Fortress Maximus can hold the sword a little bit better.
Can I try?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. Like he could use this.
No. Well, it's probably going to be more like, holding the sword like so. Right?
Yeah.
Since this is a much larger sword. And we're going to bring in some of the other Titan Masters, or Headmasters as they were originally. You got Hardhead. The difference is, now the big play feature for this guy, we're going to take the head off.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have you transform it. So we're going to do this on camera. So just take a step back so everybody in the camera can see. We're going to close over the head. Makes the transforming noise. Open up those legs.
Yep. I can do it.
All right. Okay. Pull the feet down.
Before I do it, I'm going to put these on.
Okay.
Pull the feet down.
No, your feet go like this. So they do the other one.
And
here is Cerebros in his robot mode. And we're going to place Cerebros
right there.
Right there, so that everybody can see. See if everybody can see that on camera. It's kind of hard to see. That's a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see that there. Here is Cerebros. His feet do kind of come down as well, so you can get a little bit more posability. Take a step back, buddy. So you could tell Cerebros is smaller than Mainframe, and that's fine. He does, scale very well with the other Titan Masters. And just like other Titan Master figures, we're going to bring him up close and personal. Come over here. And just so you could see him on camera. And we're going to take off the head and transform the head. And the figure is named Emissary. Show off the head, the little robot guy right on camera, so that everybody can see him straight up like so. Yeah. But the original toy, of course, was Spike. Spike had become a headmaster and merged with Cerebros. But with the actual head itself, you can use the sound effects just by pressing down the shoulders.
Just like that sound, the other sounds.
Yep.
And the little one.
So with Cerebros, we are going to take his head. And what are you going to do with his head, buddy?
Put him over here.
Yep, so he can blast on Decepticons.
You like it better?
Yep. And you can leave him there for the moment, because what we need to do now is we're going to transform Fortress Maximus from robot mode into his battle station mode. So and actually it's not going to be his city. Yeah, we'll go into the city mode first. So what we're going to have to do first here is move the arms up and over in order to start making the city. So, like I said, we're going to take the hand like so and move that up. Just get the hands out of the way. And what we have to do is from the back side over here, gonna fold this piece up, and that turns into the ramp. I'm gonna take these and open them up. like so. This will create a tower, but the tower is incomplete, but you don't actually complete it until you've finished the rest of the transformation. So we have to close this up like so, and then open this here. This will make the opening for Cerebros when he turns into his city mode. And the official transformation for him has the city. Move Cerebros to the side, or Spike, or Emissary. We're gonna open up the feet. They're on clips. Move them like that. Will go into place. There is a little clip right there that's supposed to like clip into. Doesn't want to work for me very well. But, yep, that works just fine. And this is actually his Battle Fortress mode, or his Battleship mode. So we're going to transform the feet like so.
Yep.
Cerebros becomes part of the head here. I mean, the tower, which is not how the original toy did. The original toy was done via, you know, this tower remained, and this would like connect someplace else on the actual figure. But I don't have my original Fortress Maximus or Brave Maximus to show you. And there you go. Here is the Battleship for Fortress Maximus. And you can, of course, take Spike or the Emissary or whatever you want to call it. He has a little peg right here on the top. And that's where you can have him shown off here. There are wheels here on the back that do roll, and wheels here and here, so that the figure can roll on the ground to kind of reenact the idea that he is a battle station. Now, the oddball transformation for him here is we open this up like so. Rotate him around completely, and that's it. This is his city mode, which, like, it's not really a city mode. It's really, really lacking here, because the original figure, the legs would fold up and become, like, part of this battle fortress. And this figure doesn't do that. And it's kind of missing. And having Cerebros here feels a little weird as far as where he sits. And it's just, I don't know. Like, okay, it's kind of neat that they have some of the extra play features that, you know, that Metroplex had, to my understanding. I think that they're supposed to be the same play features. You're supposed to open this up. Let's get something that I can actually use to open that up here, and that actually acts as a ramp for him to get in. You have a ramp for figures to go in vehicle mode. Just going to use a small car, like a Matchbox car, to roll on the top, and or roll down over here.
Only if there was like this.
But the sound effects, yeah, the sound effects don't work that way. So because it's connected here, it's different. So this is more supposed to be like for ships to fly off of.
It makes the sound.
There you go. There you hear him say Fortress Maximus. And that's pretty much it for his play features. Kind of feel like he's just a little bit lacking, you know? Yeah. If we take the leg like so and fold this open, and take this piece out and open this, it kind of creates a pseudo tower like the original figure did. And you're supposed to like have these as towers. And I guess that works. But I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little lacking. And you know, I guess this kind of works for a city mode because it does the job. You know, I think this is a little bit better in my opinion.
Look.
Yeah, he can fire on that way, at Decepticons that way.
And another one, the other way.
Other one like this. And have his hands come out. He can even point at you. Right? He can point at you just like this. Hit you in the nose. So let's get him in robot mode and then we'll give our final thoughts, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so my little buddy here is going to show off the Ark. And we're going to show this next to Fortress Maximus and give you guys my final thoughts. What do you think of Fortress Maximus, buddy?
I think it's like, it's cool that it has these, because it kind of looks like wheels.
Mm-hmm.
And so do these.
So you think like all the features and detail he has on him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this part.
You love the little part of the leg there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So comparing him to the Ark, you like the Fortress Maximus better, or do you like the Ark?
Fortress Maximus.
Yeah, Fortress Maximus is a lot of fun. He has a few flaws, you know, with the feet and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a very fun figure to share with my little buddy right here, who is loving Transformers.
And he kind of like, it's kind of like he has a metal face. And this part shoots out lasers.
Oh, that shoots out lasers?
Or something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that sounds kind of cool, too. That's actually very, very cool. And we're going to have Fortress Maximus point you out. But I want to know what you guys think of Fortress Maximus as well. Right? So leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well. And we're going to have more Transformers videos coming to the channel very soon, so you can stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, until next time.
Till all are one.